Ladies and gentlemen, another edition of In Conversation With. And today, we bring you the beat maker out of Baltimore, US. And also the lady with the wonderful vocals out of Washington, DC. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to JSoul and B Jamelle. How you doing, guys?
Doing well, doing well.
Yeah.
I gotta give myself one of those buttons. I like that applause button.
B Jamelle, JSoul is up here on I Love UK In Conversation With. Great to have you guys. Great to have you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us, man.
So, first of all, I've got to send out a big congratulations because you've just put this massive, unorthodox, and I'm calling it unorthodox, and I'll tell you a little bit why, this EP, Mellowdisiac. Congratulations. Let me give you one of these again.
I like that play.
Congratulations. It's doing big things over the US, over in Canada, and right now in the UK, a lot of DJs, presenters are picking this up. So, yeah, I'm going to put it over to you guys. When did this get released?
So we actually put it out last Friday. So it's a week old. It's just a week old, baby.
It's a week old.
It's the 19th out on Bandcamp, and then eventually it went up on all of the other streams.
Okay, all right. So looking at this particular album, or no, EP rather, looking at this particular album, it's different for me than stuff that you've already done, JSoul. You've come on a different cusp, and also putting B Jamelle on there, and I know you've worked with her in the past, gives it that extra something with, you know, added flavor in there. What was your thought process in producing this? Because I know you're a well-renowned, if I can say that, well-renowned beat maker and producer. You've done a lot of stuff in your past, but on this one itself, what was the essence? What was the love? What the determination to get this one done?
Oh, wow. Well, first of all, thanks for the accolades. World renowned. That's nice. That sounds real nice. But, just wanted to do something different. I've been working on a lot of different styles. One thing I don't like to be is put in a box. And some of my favorite producers are all around artists and all around producers. They can do a little bit of everything. So I pride myself on being able to do a little bit of everything.
Right.
And, this is by far one of my most favorite types of music to make. I've always wanted to do this type of record. Just was looking for the right person to do it with. And, Miss B Jamelle came along at the right time. It was right time, right place. And, we were able to make something I think that's pretty special,
Awesome. I wanna do something that people know me to do. I want to take it back, because for those people that's listening for the first time and they're thinking, well, who is JSoul? Who's B Jamelle? We're gonna go back. So 2016, let's start with you, B Jamelle. 2016, it was the first time I heard of you. Okay, so you came out with an EP back then called Here. And there was a track on there called, correct me if I'm wrong, Tutus?
Yeah, Tutu.
Right. Absolutely fabulous. So how did it start from you? And how did it start for you, rather? What's your background and get into doing that EP Here? Give us a little bit of the backstory.
Okay, so once upon a time in a land far, far away. No, just kidding. I sort of cut my teeth doing sort of singing background vocals for I'm from DC, so there's a lot of hip hop acts and people are sort of more seasoned in the game than I. That I sort of just was in community with,
Right.
just because I'm a music lover, so I was always at things and rubbing shoulders with people who make the type of music I like, and in doing so, people discovered that I can do a little something,
Indeed. Indeed.
So I started out doing sort of backgrounds and hooks, and people discovered that I can actually write and I have something to say. And then I do, have come with a certain amount of uniqueness in terms of my sound and how I approach things. So through that, I ended up collaborating with another DC producer, Slim Cat 78. Shout out. Who did a great deal of the production on the EP you're referring to.
Mhm.
There was an EP prior to that called Memoirs from the Thick of It. I think that was my introduction to
Okay.
most people, at least back then, people who were really into indie music and really digging for it.
Right.
I enjoyed a nice little run, putting things out here and there just for the love of it, not necessarily to achieve anything in particular, but just because I love making music and it found people that love hearing music.
100%.
So that's been my background thus far, as actually crafting music for public consumption and actually putting it out. And then just in doing so, I meet people. I meet people, and it's like, hey, you're dope. You want to work together, so on and so forth. And until now, meeting JSoul. That's sort of how we came into community. Also, through that very producer I'm mentioning that I worked with in the past, he was familiar with JSoul and also myself, and just hearing the two of us and sort of our approaches, he just has good gut and knew. I think you guys should talk.
See, I love that. I love that story. That 6 degrees of separation thing going on right there. Love. So you got introduced to the JSoul. Let's hand the baton over. So JSoul, for you, you've been in the game for more than a minute right now. You're not new to this. How did it start for you? Because I think I've purchased, not all of them, because to my brother from another mother, DJ Sessions, aka Jason Henry, he's handed me a lot of your back catalogue, but I've managed to pick up, and I think I've got all of them now, maybe bar a few. Okay, but what's your backstory? Because let me just say, I got introduced to you when you. No, actually, I knew the album that you've done called JSoul Black Sinatra, but I really got engaged with you when you released the album Blue Midnight. And what really struck me was the track on there, Beautiful Nights. That was absolutely fabulous. And it was always a dream, believe it or not, for me to meet JSoul, the producer, the singer, the songwriter behind that. And lo and behold, 2018, the great goodness around us, the energies, the forces that be made that happen, where we met at Soulfest 2018 in Toronto. So you take it away. How did it start for you? How did you get to where you are now?
Yeah, so just for me, it started out with me basically just being a singer here in Baltimore, just kind of trying to find my way as an artist. I was a visual artist at first, and I visited a couple of open mics, and I kind of got into just kind of singing hooks for like poetry that I was writing. And one of the guys that was running the event was basically like, hey man, you should try singing a whole song, write a whole song. So I did, got good to me. Eventually I started going back every week. I developed a stage name, the whole nine. And like I said before, I was just trying to figure out how to communicate with the producers I was working with. Right. I figured it was worth it to try to look into, learning the instruments and learning how things work, learning how to speak the language, learning how to read music. I did that, and then eventually I took a chance on myself and produced an entire record for myself, which was a record called Black Sinatra.
Yeah.
And that was kind of like my coming out party, so to speak, as a all around artist. And then eventually it moved on to Blue Midnight. And I signed with a label called Hypnot Records in 2015.
Yeah.
And ended, just started doing more hip hop and something I really, really wanted to do. And I've always wanted to do, like I said, a project like this. Got with B Jamelle at the right time, and boom, here we go. So. Yeah. I'm that's kind of like my little progression,
I think if anybody knows who you are or have listened to any part of your catalog, they're in for a treat, because like myself, I like indie music to hit me where other music doesn't hit me. And your music definitely does that. It has that, again, I'm going to bring up this word, unorthodox style to it. When you hear JSoul's production, you know it's JSoul. So you have that signature, if I may say so. You have that signature. Is there any idols that you have that maybe you pick that from them and then you infuse your own style with it?
Of course. I mean, I don't know if I'd call them idols. I would just say they were like muses almost. You know what I mean? Like they just based musical, I guess teachers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That even though I didn't learn from them personally, I learned from just listening to them.
Right.
All the way back, to Miles Davis and John Coltrane to Stevie Wonder, Q-Tip.
Yeah.
DJ Premier, you know what I mean? I grew up with all of that. And so even more, I guess within the 2000s and everything, like Madlib and Jay Dilla, of course, Flying Lotus. These are all people that kind of inspire me to reach out and just do something different. You know what I mean? And just push it. Just keep pushing it. Keep pushing the envelope.
And the same thing.
I guess that's how.
Yeah. Go on. Sorry. Continue.
Yeah. No. I was just saying. I guess that's how I ended up where I ended up now.
100%.
Because I use them as muses to keep pushing, musically.
Amen to that. And the same thing to you, B Jamelle. Like, what inspired you along the way to be the vocalist that you are today?
I got it on this. My mom was a part of a very, very famous gospel music group. She was one of the original Richard Smallwood singers.
Okay.
And so I was a road baby. I was always, as they say, in her purse when she was touring and doing award shows and on TV and all that jazz.
Indeed.
So, sitting behind the scenes in on their rehearsals and sort of it just really influenced my ear and how I understand harmony and music, and it's just in there, and I hear it sometimes in the way I build harmonies. I'm even surprised, like, oh, I hear my mama in there, right? This sounds Smallwoodish, and it's not an intentional thing. It's just I recognize the influence. I celebrate it. I definitely hold it in high. I revere it, if you will. Like a lot of times, I resent influence being called out in music because I'm that way.
Right,
sometimes
right.
No, I don't sound like her. No, I don't. But as far as they go, I'm always proud to
gotta own it. You gotta own it.
That the influence.
100%.
Yeah, but aside from them, there's the greats, your Betty Carter and Phyllis Hyman, and just all the legendary vocalists that have different approaches to vocals and cadence and such. I definitely look to those people.
Wow, I love that. So you've got together, you've infused. This is not the first time that you've infused your talents together and given us music. You've done this in the past, but we're talking about Mellowdisiac right now that's just been released, and as JSoul says, it's a week old, so it's still very much a baby. And we're pushing this hard on the iLive UK platform. It actually made our album of the week. So yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
I love
it. Listen.
There's that applause button again. There you go.
It was a no-brainer to put this forward because, people around the world need to hear a different type of sound. It's your regular jazz, neo soul, and it's got the elements of hip hop in it, but all infused together creates a whole different, I don't want to say genre, but just a different sound. And it gives people that kind of feeling to look within them, inside themselves on certain tracks. So having said that is a nice little segue to the first track that was released before the EP. And that was Really Love featuring Jamelle Honesty. Tell me how that track came about, JSoul.
So oddly enough, when I did the production for the project, I did all of the music in about 4 days. Like once me and B Jamelle kind of got together and decided what we were going to do, I got in the lab, I got busy. I didn't come out till I had all the music.
Yeah.
Really Love was not one of those tracks. So everything else you hear was made in 4 days. Really Love came a few months later when I was kind of listening to what we had. And I was just like, I needed something else. Like I had planned everything one track after the other. And I was like, I need something to merge these two tracks together. And, you know, me and Jamelle Honesty been working together for a while. And it just made sense because he has amazing synergy. He's a great writer. And so you pair that with another great writer, and there you go. So I found the sample, chopped it up, added another few elements to it, you know, just horns and stuff like that, and was able to just kind of blend different jazz styles, but make it hip hop.
Right.
You know what I mean? At the same time, without being corny.
Yeah,
you know
no,
what I mean?
I love that. I love that.
and you know, B Jamelle just kind of did what she do, and it turned out really dope. It was a no-brainer for us that was going to be the first single.
100%.
You know, to introduce us to the world. You know.
Well, like there's no other time like now to actually play this track. If you haven't heard it, you can hear it on all the streaming platforms. It's available, and it's most definitely available on Bandcamp. What you've got to check out is jsoulmusic.bandcamp.com. That's on there to purchase as well as our album of the week is played right here on iLive UK, as well as our brother station over there in Toronto, Canada. Big up all the massives out there as well. You know what? Let's get into it right now. This is Really Love featuring Jamelle Honesty.
Synergy is like Omar and Sanaa Lathan. I wanna court you, sip libations. Do the homage moon to have the illest conversation. Cover soul ties, compatible constellations. Scripture and picture, building a fly nation. Abram of Sarah, Conda diaspora. Captivate my soul as we zone up the here and after we focus on existing. My hope, if there is a plot, that we gon' twist it. Break the rules, making it cool with the assistance. The highest intervention, divinity is the centerpiece of our energy. Lend me your ear, I give a shoulder. Two is a pair, what mama told you. Talks of revering our culture. Plus what I'm staring at is ultra. Two-stepping is Steveland, a lovely evening. Planting seeds in the universe and they're receiving. Everything is clear in the air for us to breathe in. I'm sleeping, need a phone number for me to key in. You lace your fingers to mine. We ride with something so high. You know what I'm thinking. Oh, we're in our names in the sky. A rhapsody club to time. Oh, a memory so far. We together made it real. We pray and feed the Lord. We say our dreams so they are. Under the trees of a star.
I don't know what in the world.
Ain't no need for tweaking. People really feel with resume. They never seen it like us. The love is real.
Absolutely beautiful. Really Love featuring Jamelle Honesty. Yeah, I love the backstory on that and how that came about. Fantastic. So how did you feel doing this one, B Jamelle?
I just enjoyed it. Look, I thought it was cool. Like I said, my sort of start, I cut my teeth doing sort of hooks. And this sort of was a nod to that, being that Jamille took the first sort of portion of the song. So it was cool to sort of play off of what he came up with in terms of the storyline and the imagery it conjured in me. I enjoyed it. I thought it was the sweetest thing. Black love, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
So, so moving forward, it got released, and it's doing a lot of great things here in the UK. I think it's even been charted at the present moment, or is about to be. No, let me speak into the atmosphere. It's about to be charted. So
Say that.
Yeah.
Go right now.
Yeah.
Speak it into existence, my brother. Speak it into
existence, most definitely. Moving on to your second release. This for me has to be the pied de resistance, almost. Okay, we're gonna get to what I think is the pied de resistance. But when I first heard this next track, I was like, "Oh my gosh, he's gone and knocked it out the park." I thought Beautiful Nights had me goosebumps, but when I heard To Flower, I thought, oh yeah, he's arrived. He's arrived again, let's say. So give us a backstory on this one.
Really what happened was, like I said, I was trying to find balance on the project. And when I started putting the music together for it, I really wanted something to complement her vocal style and her voice. And I just knew she had it in her to just take something very simple and make something extremely beautiful out of it. So all I had to do was just give her the canvas to do it on. So I did my best, I did my best the best I could do, and just coming up with the right chord progressions and coming up with the right way to chop the sample and get the most out of it, and to add certain texture to it. And then I heard what she did over it, and I was like, yeah, I think we got something here. So it just turned out to be something really beautiful. And we knew the moment we kind of put it together, we were going to do a video for it. And it ended up getting a video.
Before we talk about the video, let me just go back. When you get that feeling of aura, as in like that yes moment of creating a track, what goes through your mind or your body at that time? What's the realization that this is it?
I don't know. I think we just kind of I don't know. You just know. You know what I mean? Like you just know. Like it's when you hear it. One of the tests that I do is if I can listen to it all day and not get tired of it, I got something.
Yeah.
So I
let's get one of them. Yeah. Of course.
I drive with it. I spend all day with it, and if I can spend maybe 10 or 12 hours straight with it, then I know I got something that's easy on the ears and that resonates with the soul. You know what I mean? And so I keep it.
I'll tell you what. The moment I heard this particular track, To Flower, which is, you can hear it slightly in the background in the present. When I first heard this, I immediately put it onto my phone, and I do like a 12-hour shift. And no word of a lie, I had this where I could throughout the whole day playing. And it's something you just don't get tired of, but you hear different nuances within the track every time you listen to it again. So yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, that's what we were going for, man. That's what we were going for.
Awesome. Let's drop it like it's hot, as they say, and get straight into this one. Take a listen. Again, available everywhere. Mellowdisiac, JSoul B Jamelle. This is the one. Take a listen.
Take two. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4.
Know that I'll get along, I can journey along.
A breath of fresh air. That's all I can say. A breath of fresh air. Yeah, I love it. And
Thank you.
listen, this is gonna be pushed and pushed and pushed. This might even make our single of the week. It might just do that. I just don't know. I'm getting emotional now. No,
That'd
guys,
be great. That'd be great. You know.
all I can say, if for those who's watching this now and listening back, I just want all the other radio stations and DJs out there to embrace these sounds. It's not for everybody. I'll be straight up and honest, not for everybody. But if you've got that air and you've got that inside you, that soul, that JSoul, share it with someone, whether it be social media, whether it by playing it. Just share this with someone, because it might not be for you, but it definitely is for someone else. So that's all I can say about that, man. That's all I can say.
Man, I appreciate it, man. Thank you, and for everybody listening, we also have a video for it as well, that we want people to go to.
That video now is that you? Or I want to big up whoever created that video, because that takes you on a journey. That speaks volumes. Was that you?
And I didn't make that. We had a fantastic director by the name of Sean Johnson.
Sean Johnson.
He's actually when you go, his name is Sean Johnson, a fantastic
Right.
artist and director. When I saw his work a few years ago, yeah, definitely. I saw his work and I just knew I had to work with him. And when we decided that we were going to make this song into a video, he was the first person I thought of, and it worked out perfectly. He just very imaginative. He created a very beautiful, I guess, visual to complement the song.
Yeah, he got it spot on. Seeing that as well, listening to it is one thing. Seeing the visuals that matched with it, he took that in its full entirety and knocked out the park, as they say. So big up Sean Johnson. Accolades goes out to you, man. Big yourself up. If you want to hire this guy, I'm sure he's available. Just check JSoul. Come on, man. Give props where props is due.
I'll send you right to him. I'll get you right.
All right. There we go. I think we've got a few projects on iLive that we want to get some videos done. So we're definitely going to be hooking that up without a doubt. All right. So again, Mellowdisiac, for those people that haven't picked it up, go and purchase that right now. Share. This 9-track EP, it does something to people that, how can I say, it opens up channels inside yourself that maybe hasn't opened up before. For me, I would have thought that, I'm kind of well-rounded when it comes to sound. But anytime I listen to anything of JSoul, it takes me to that next level. There's another track on the Mellowdisiac that, for me, it's a grower. It didn't hit me straight away, but it definitely is a grower. It's track 7 off of this EP called Acceptance. Talk to me about Acceptance.
I'll let B Jamelle. She's the magic behind that song.
Acceptance. For me, that was sort of that came from a poem I actually started some time ago, but this music sort of put me back in the same spaces where I was when I started writing, sort of just trying to give language to what I was grappling with in terms of, my own personal self-acceptance, taking a good hard look at myself and looking at all the things that are quote unquote air quotes wrong and maybe not that appealing or are off-putting to people and all of that. Just looking at them deeply and naming them and coming to terms with them and owning them, living with them and deciding at the end of it all, like, wait a minute, these are all my charm. I'm kind of amazing. And just giving that language so that other people, because I know for me, the way I consume music, It's not usually for, oh, this has a good beat, I want to dance. It's usually I'm looking for something that gives voice to an experience I'm having, something that resonates with me. So when I'm having life experiences that I find to be significant, I try to get them out in some art form, so that someone else later on, when it's their turn, they have a hand to hold, even if it's from far away. They have, something to listen to help them feel their way through excuse me, their own personal actualization, whatever the context. So that for me is this song, Acceptance. The lyrics are posted. I won't go through them now, but when you read the lyrics, what I'm saying there will make sense to you. It really was just that.
Indeed. Let's get into this now. Acceptance, track number 7 of this great EP, Mellowdisiac.
Listening with the false shield to rhinestone, grotesque nowadays. Heights to fly, blue, jagged and far away. No favor, no gumption or neatness. Red ragged with fear, curse to concern, to rattle to hear, too cautious to learn. Fortuna finding, I got to discern. Never so near as to feel fire burn. Oh, brow somehow, rooting all the began. To sapphire meekness, be charmed and known.
Hold on, I gotta do this. Eyes that lie, glistening with the false sheen of 2 rubbed stones, grotesque silhouette, edge and bone.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
So like I said, it was sort of just sitting with myself, just because personally, me, I've never felt myself to be like conventionally beautiful, or like I have a really sort of, I'm not showing it today, but I always felt that I have really sort of brooding eyes and a sharp face, if you will. Like
Okay.
I never had sort of that sweet little girl next door image or any of that. I have a really commanding presence and a big voice, and I can be quite stern and shoot straight from the hip, and all of those things are, out of place in a lot of places, because people want you to be little when you're a lady. They want you to be small and sweet, and I don't have any of that for you. So this was sort of me giving language to the way I am, really coming to terms with it, because in younger years, you try and bend and try and fit and try to be appealing and be what people like. Oh baby, not now, not at this age. So I figured I'd sit here with you and name it all for you, so you don't have to do the work of telling me what I am and what I'm not. I'll lay it out for you. I know I'm this and I'm that and I'm this and I'm that, but at the end of this conversation, I'm wonderful and I am, and that's it.
You know what? I love both your energies, because you keep it real. there's so many people that can, take things to a different stratosphere and be someone that they're not. But this is who I am. You either accept me or you don't accept me. And no one's asking anyone to accept us, but this is me. And I'm going to be the best of who I can be. Simple as that. That's what I get from B Jamelle and JSoul.
Exactly.
I mean, I met JSoul back in 2018, and straight away his aura, his energy hit me. I was like gobsmacked to first of all see him in the flesh. I was like, yes, finally. Then when he was up on the stage, no, first of all, I saw him when he was in the green room, just chilling and getting ready and all that sort of stuff. And then the vocals that he produced with Beautiful Nights, which is one of my favorite tracks back then, or still is, totally mesmerized me. So thank you for being you, JSoul. Let me say that. Thank you for being you. Yeah,
hey, man, I appreciate it. Thank you for like just kind of embracing my music and embracing me and B Jamelle and our project and our energy. We really just trying to do I guess we're just trying to do our best to put something beautiful into the world. And people like yourself, something honest, absolutely, something honest and beautiful, and something that real people can listen to and relate to, and also just kind of vibe out to. You know what I mean? So I appreciate that, and everybody who's listening, we appreciate you guys for rocking with us, and we hope we can kind of just do some more beautiful music together and put it out there for y'all.
Indeed. Before we wrap this up, this in conversation, where can people get hold of you? I think I've already mentioned the Bandcamp. They can pick that up, but go for it. The floor is yours. Where can people contact both of you? First of all, let's start with JSoul.
Well, you can. I'm pretty much JSoul Music on all of my platforms, or JSoul Sounds. So it's JSoul Music or JSoul Sounds. You can find me pretty much anywhere when it comes to that. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, all them places, but I do TikTok, man. Begrudgingly, I do TikTok. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But you gotta do. I mean, I ain't on there doing no funny dances or nothing like that. And jumping off of roofs and being silly. But I'm promoting my music. It's just another platform. I look at it. And more importantly, we just want people, if they want to support artists in a very kind of real way, Bandcamp is the best way to do it. So going to jsoulmusic.bandcamp.com and purchasing a record is just the best way to kind of support us. We own everything else on all the other streaming platforms, but that's the best way because we get to see and feel the immediate impact of what we're doing. And it encourages us to keep going. Most artists, So you can find me on all those places, all those social medias, and pick up the record and check out the video to Flower on YouTube.
Yeah. Looking forward. Big shout out to Sean Johnson. Yeah. And B Jamelle.
Yeah, so as far as this project goes, like JSoul said, that one is housed at JSoul Music at bandcamp.com. And my personal Bandcamp for any past projects, since you mentioned them, is bjamelle.bandcamp.com. So bjamelle.bandcamp.com. And then I think I still have stuff on. It's been so long, I don't even know anymore. On the stream, like, Google me. That'll do it.
Yeah, that'll do it. 100%. Well, guys, I want to thank you so much for taking time out your busy schedules to be in conversation with me. It's been fabulous, and all I can say to the listeners out there is look, anytime anyone comes on in conversation with Jairzinho, it's serious. You gotta support these artists, okay? It's a labor of love to them. It takes a lot of I wouldn't say effort to go in the studio, but it costs, and all they ask is just support in whatever means, whatever way that you can. And this is why we at iLive UK and iLive the family, we support every independent artist globally in the best way that we can by highlighting their music and doing things like making their album, EP, single, whoever they are, artist, album, single of the week. Simple as that. So spread the love, share the word and the links, and yeah, let's keep this movement going. Guys,
Thank you for having us, man. We appreciate it.
Yes, it's been
Thank
wonderful.
you.
Thank you so much.
peace out.